nepo eh.
Songiwa, songiwa.
Songiwa, kotore. Mama tiya meditore.
Songiwa.
Songiwa. So ya koma. Songiwa. Sebele toro mama. Mimi dile mime. Nada ya komple poe. Ya come numble ya. Songiwa. Yes ya de yellow de yes ya de. Wagara ipweme. Longa so mananda longa. Meja playa. Ega more playa. More king playa. So we wa. Kwa ye. Done kwa ye. Oh. See ye. Bullet from my hand is the man I got a woman I say. So well woman. Jingle well woman. Jingle grandma well woman. Ah DJ Pashege. I'ma see you right there. So some we repeat. One more money. One more my yeah. That boy who top and make it. Go see what man boy. Nobody I man boy. Yasu kwa brother. Mama easy boy mental. Mama will load you. Won't say can I love you. Papa, I don't understand what so don't wow. No apwa. No ya go di do e. So piwa. Na ya me black one. Ka kun kan pase agbere abua. Kan ya woman. E menu la baba. Oh, waka. Siamo. Maye kume kabla. Maye tropa kabla. Sozo maye gadia kabla. Yawa plan li agwane aloye. Inu wawa yeza. Maye gadia kabla. Ne memda ya be songiwa. Siamo. Songiwa. Songiwa. Ya kire. Oni on me. Mama.
It's Mina Kato record.
Kwawure. Come me kare gbegbe. Baka kwanwe ba won soke wo won bie. E ba won ya ke wo won bie. Omi come here pe ya. Come here pe ya. Come ti kare pe. Galogadi. Me face a menu galogadi. When you make a man like ya, come in a bed, what do I say? Eh, what do I say? Come here, what do I say? Come here, ya. When I go out to water, Trakuba Baba Mebe, go get water. Someone wants to come here, what do I be here? Ababa wanya kobe wuru wopia e paru mewe kanula ye komenti kare pe ya soza ko ye ke kapuye soza ko ye kapuye keisa ya pe le sasire pe kakwa wa panu ma kakare pe si e won sakare pe Kwa pe bawo ya mele bole pe ya bawo ya le bole pe ya so le bole pe ulo la suku be kwenye pe
akamere pe kesa yere pe ye loro ko kesa yere pe kesa yere pe ya camera paya. On est Rosaro, et camera paya. Naga Sawana, way Bezaya. What's a carapaya? What's a carapaya? Bazara who come me where my woman face. Oh, go with the one. Make your meno, Kaikamu. No camera paya. On est Rosaro, you see a paya. That's a Kawana, make you see a paya. Karuko, Parakemo, Karugani. Yes, I get a book, Karugani. There's a silly paya, Karugani. I got one, the Pamura paya, Karugani. See, what I put, Karugani.
I'm another part of one way.
Oh, Karakemo. Mekaikemo. Yes, I get a book. Oh, there's a silly paya. Mekamera paya. Mekamera paya. On est Rosaro, Mekamera paya. That's a one and made the bullet bird. We get more ya. We Vesaya. Mamma Vesa Meno, Mekamera.
Ah, Simon. Baby, we're gonna be ya. We won't gonna be ya. We won't gonna be ya. Suni mamenu, kanula ye. Abo kanula ye. Abo panu menu we kanula ye. Panu lego bane, meki ya. Meki katia. Meki kuya. Abo boya ke go me wo ke mo. E boya ke go be ko ke mo ya. Panu me kwala gare. See you where aba no one look away aba. Maybe one can look again.
Espeka Junior, the marvelous producer.
Dedicate the song to the president. In remembrance of the late President Samuel Kayado. I know. You're right.
Let me welcome all of you guys to the magnificent Abraka Talk Show here this morning. Let me recognize my friend and brother Mohammed Kamara. Good morning. Let me recognize James Tukwa. Good morning, my friend and brother. I don't know where you are watching us from, but it is morning here on my time. Let me recognize my friend and brother Love to Benjamin. Good morning from my end. Good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. Let me recognize Terry Desperate Heron. Good morning. I keep your comment coming through so we will recognize all of our viewers. Just to make it clear, we don't have any copyright to this music and that we are playing here. It's Josh Money. We are still the political leader for the Mighty Congress for Democratic Change. It seems to be like that brother is complacent with the job that he currently has with the FIFA. And you know, FIFA does not involve into politics. FIFA does not involve into political activity. So, Josh Mann, we are still the political leader for the Mighty Congress for Democratic Change. My friend and brother Griana, good morning. Honorable, so in my my sister Miate Sida, good morning. Well, the citizens have to come here for them to be able to clear our doubt. Honorable J. Kekula Tukpa, good morning, good afternoon. J. Kekula Tukpa Senior. My friend and brother Sammy Duma, good morning. Is the CDC has a political leader? Let me recognize my friend and brother Tanun Jala. Good morning. I keep your comment coming through so that we can be able to recognize all of our viewers here this morning. Yes, my friend and brother Tanu, I can be on a class reader that from Monday to Friday. So Saturday and Sunday, that will be the only time that I will be coming up here.
We from the southeast, hey, we get real Kenya pepper. We are the real laboratory. We are
DJ Square Production Classic.
When did the sedition get to realize that constructing a road is very much important?
They wanna can play, we will be there, yeah. Y'all bring the ball, we will teach them. We coming for Selake, to see a block. Cry on their way, over GTJ. I bring your plug where you did it. Tell you one plug where you did it. I bring your plug where you did it. Panu Pepe, Apao. Panu Pepe. I'm a G.I.O. 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 Panu Pepe, Apao. Panu Pepe.
we not so fake. We internal. We not so fake. They in worry. We not so fake. We not
Bola si bola, bola si bola, bola post to her. So they see us, they post to her. I know.
Let me say here that we don't have any copyright to all of this music that we are playing here. We don't have any copyright to that. Now let us be able to start. I would love to start the show by me being able for all to be able to see. I strongly believe that the seditions, they have just validated the mighty work that this government is doing. Why? The sedition, they have just elevated the mighty work that this government is doing, but then carrying their 22nd anniversary to Grand Jide, specifically Zwedru. Although that anniversary was poorly attended, but they have just validated our point. Why? They have validated that this government is working tirelessly in the interest of the people. Although your king from the southeast, the president, the Senate pro tempore, the speaker at the time, all of them came from the southeast. To be able to construct a paved road to the people of Grand Jide, to the people of Zwedru, to the people of Sino, they were never able to do so. But a man who from the other side, who from the northern side of our country, he has built or he is constructing a decent road to the southeast. And that is the reason why the people, the people have decided for them to be able to not attend. That is the reason why most of them have been able to not attend the CDC anniversary. But let me play you just of it. Let me play you just of it. Let me play you just of it.
So now you're in a Pacific take two or three years almost.
My name is Winston Kaba Digan, and I report for Spoon Network. Honorable political leader of the ANC. You've been in Grand Chile today. You travel along the way from Monrovia to Grand Chile. Tell us the condition of the road and what are some of the challenges you face along the way.
So the roads where I was described as okay, it's paved all the way to Tabita, more or less, some bricks in between, thanks to the CDC government, and I understand you procured the monies before you left office to take the road all the way to Fishtown. And road infrastructure is not all important, so let me applaud all governments who have invested in the roads. But the more important point that I'd like to make, though, is that it's great to be here in Zwedru. I want to thank the chairman, President Weah, the leadership of the CDC for the invitation to be the keynote speaker. I was very warmly received by the leadership of the party. Thank you all for that. And the point I want to emphasize is that we are all Liberians at the end of the day. Bad rules don't distinguish between CDC, ANC, UP. When people are hungry, there's no distinction between tribe, religion, political affiliation. We are one people. We only develop this country if we work together, right? We make no apologies that we're going to hold whichever government is in power accountable for the stewardship of the state. The Unity Party is in power today. We will hold them accountable without any apology. There are too many things going wrong in Liberia. Unfortunately, the rain interrupted my speech. But there are too many things going wrong that collectively, as the opposition, we have to hold this government accountable because they have the responsibility, they have the accountability, they have the constitutional authority to manage our country in the interest of all of us. And that is not happening today. So again, you asked about roads. The road doesn't make any distinction between CDC, ANC, UP. It affects all of us. And this is why reconciliation and working together is key.
Honorable Kumi, your speech focused on everything.
You see that this Ghanaian lie, broad daylight. For Mr. Kumi, I see why Mr. Kumi continues to receive 1%. Because you will claim that seditions, they were able to pay for all of the roads. You must be daydreaming. The Ghanaians, they are daydreaming. And that is the reason why we'll make sure we come here. We'll correct the necessary checkpoints. If it was so, then why Gaff, who is the finance minister, why then he have to go to Japan to go beg for loan? Why Gaff have to go to China? When you claim that 455 kilometers of road were paid for during Weah administration, then why is it that you did not construct them? It was the same Samuel Toy who came and lied to our citizens, telling them that Liberia is supplying Africans with curry. Now you must be daydreaming for you to be able to believe that kind of trash. coming from Samuel 12. You must be daydreaming. But let me play you some of them.
Warning them that this country will not go back to the dark days of death and chaos.
No.
That the rule of law will remain the rule of law. And no president, how mighty, can bend the rule of law to his whims or caprices. This is what is happening. It is more than a celebration of the CDC 22 years of existence. It is to put into relief the monstrous tragedy that awaits this country under Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kuhn. That the 250,000 people that died, whose blood nourished the watering of our democracy, would not have died in vain. We are gathered here today to tell the world that Liberia will remain a democracy. That Supreme Court justices will not be threatened. That jurors will remain free. The reckless regime will be destroyed by the unity of our opposition. And hence we are here to send a clarion call. Their petrification is only beginning. They will shudder in fear going forward until we hit 2029, when the Liberian people will have a mass and say, we're sorry, we made a mistake. By putting this regime in power. When they should have known that George Biden, we are in the CDC, monstrously developed this country. But it was misled by propaganda. And yesterday you saw when we posted that the road on which we stood between Tapeta and Toasttown has already been paid for. The money is sitting and the government cannot move on the road. Then they started asking, oh, but how you managed to reach Zwedru? I managed to reach.
Why you lying like that? Samuel 12. That was the same lie that when you appeared on EABC, you said your government had given 26 million people out of poverty. And what part our population is less than 6 million. Samuel 12, what are you talking about? You understand road connectivity? Do you understand at the time you was in power, how many times Samuel 12 went to Grandile? At the time they were in power. How many times Josh Manewia went to Grandile? How many times? 2 times. The 2 times, it was when he passed through Aracles for this monster, for this ungrateful child that we call Josh Manewia today, went to the southeast to go tell the people thank you and to go to beg for their vote. That was the only time. But the Southeasterner, they are not stupid. They are not crazy. They understand the moral operandi of our country. They understand all of the political jargons. And that is the reason why, for some of us, would not be resting. Will spend time on Class Reloaded, Monday to Friday, Saturday and Sunday, I come back here. For me to be able to erect all the necessary checkpoints. But don't listen to them. Don't listen to them.
So from now on to tomorrow, our guests will stay around. So we are posted to receive them. Sure. We also want to say to all of the ignorance, the chairman on the 12th, Zwedru is a place to be. Do not depend on Waka security. We will provide our own security, provide national protection.
Rescue police, rescue police,
Not to marry the state, disturbing, reindeer, we have a lot of secret rebels. So whosoever that get, and keep along the chairman. When it comes to secret rebel, please contact the chairman before you move. So that you get for
Just look at the solutions. They are in Grandire. They have announced that they were going to have their 22nd anniversary in Grandire. Look at the populations. Look at the amount of people who attended. Look at are you telling me that the people of Grandire are not aware that the seditions were coming into their city? Zwedru, to be precise. Are you telling me that the people were not informed? The place was looking a ghost town. And that is the reason why, for some of us, we'll continue to tell the citizens that crap that you guys did. What do you think that Josh Manawia did not attend? What do you think? The Josh Manawia, who you claim he is the political leader, who make him to be who he is today, the mighty Congress for Democratic Change. What happens? What happens? What happens? He did not attend because the man is taking fat salary from FIFA. An attempt for the man to appear, he will lose his positions. So he must relax home and be able to do a secret recording to be able to send. A man who you claim that he is your political leader, a man who you claim that you are carrying him for 2029. That is the man that did not appear on the 22nd anniversary of the CDC. That is the man who said no, who gave you guys flinching excuse that he will not be able to come because of the war call. Are you freaking killing me? That is the reason why George Manawia himself, he have told them that I don't think I will be able to contest 2029. These guys, they are just finding all kinds of flinchings way for them to be able to convince him. The man and Alexander Kumi were in discussions for Alexander Kumi for him to be able to go on a CDC ticket. Oh yes, we are informed that the CDC have been in touch with Alexander B. Kumi for Alexander B. Kumi to go on a CDC ticket. And that is the reason why when you saw Alexander B. Kumi speaking, all the staff were down to their party chairman, the CDC party chairman, who I have so much respect for, Jangako, was standing there. Criminal Samuel Toy have to wake up for him to be able to come. What do you think? Why do you think Joe Howard Taylor were not able to be present? It is now. But people who are looking for power, people who are looking for them to be able to run on the CDC popularity, they are the one. They are the one who were hungry to go to Grand Guinea. They are the one who were hungry going to Grand Guinea, the likes of Alexander B. Kumi. the legs of Musa Hassan Bileti, the legs of Simeon Freeman, the legs of Kabina Jane. Kabina Jane, who you was in power. You was in power. The same party that removed you from the Supreme Court bench, that is the same party that you went to. That is the same party. The party that removed you from power, from the Supreme Court bench. That is the same party that invited you. The same party, when you carry your case to ECOWAS court and you won your case, it was the same party that was in power. They said, no, they will not be able to pay you. It is the same party now seeing you as someone who is wonderful. It is that same party who is seeing you as someone who is untouchable. But when they were in power, they fought. They went to encourage CDC representative Moses Ascara Gray for them to be able to remove you. The case have to go to the Senate. Brian envelope changed hands. And there's a same Kabina Jane who was sitting there talking. Let's listen to some of them. 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 Let's listen. You know, the sedition, they are just making me to laugh. Yeah. They are just making me to laugh.
So now you're in a Pacific take two or three years almost.
My name is Winston Kaba Diggin, and I report for Spoon Network. Honorable political leader of the ANC. You've been in Grand Chile today. You travel along the way from Monrovia to Grand Chile. Tell us the condition of the road and what are some of the challenges you face along the way.
So the roads where I was described as okay, it's paved all the way to Tapeta, more or less, some bricks in between, thanks to the CDC government, and I understand you procured the monies before you left office. That's right. To take the road all the way to Fishtown. And road infrastructure is not only important, so let me applaud all governments who have invested in the roads. But the more important point that I like to make, though, is that it's great to be here.
Guys, Hungry Zulu Wesker, how are you? You know, I want to speak in very simple English. You saw a representative from Senator Amara Connor on this platform speaking. You see former Associate Justice Janice speaking. It says something. If a woman was married to a man before, and she said the man was beating her, and you been talking, you will treat her so well, and she moved to you, and she married you. Now you treated her so bad and she got back to her old husband and being you a bad man. Parker is a man, he doesn't keep his promises. Somebody told me a few months ago that their father and Parker went to school ECWA. And the father and Parker had an altercation. Several
several years later, almost 50 years later, this young man, Parker, has something against him because of his father. Grand Junior County, Zwedru is laid out because of Samuel Doe. But that's not the same for Foya. For Foya, the only major development is Parker drug money $12 million house. That's the man that you made president of this country. And we are saying we're going to change that. On one day, they say, well, the opposition...
Let us be able to look at who's speaking. A Simeon Freeman. Oh, God. God, get patient. God, you get patience. Simeon Freeman, of all people. Another 0.1%. That the man there speaking to say, you know, what kind of popularity, what kind of popular, your political party popular? But you see, the people who are yearning for power, at the time that they have power, the people was behaving like dogs, like puppy dogs. The people that how they were behaving. To the extent Nathaniel Follow Magee were threatening people how they will be able to lose their job. Today, it is not in that case. But you see, because Josh Manawia does not have interest, because Josh Manawia does not have any interest, that is the reason why this garden, all of them, stupid. They want to behave like they love CDC. They want to behave like they are sympathizing with CDC. When Joa Howard Taylor, who served for 6 years as a vice president, when she could not be able to attend, do you think that Joa Howard Taylor does not know what's wrong within the CDC? Do you think that Josh Manawia, who they claim that he is the political leader, do you think that Josh Manawia is not informed? No. Do you think Josh Manawia does not love himself? Josh Manawia is not coming into politics anymore. The deed has been done. The deed has been done. It just remains at the appropriate time for them to be able to announce to the Liberian people how Mr. Cummings will be able to take over the CDC. That is the only thing. That is the only thing. But now let's see.
We will never ever join in opposition simply because we want to remove power. These people that are in power, for me, I'm not worried about them because I'm time finished. What I'm worried about is why are we replacing their way? What quality of leadership?
You see Musa Hassan Belete, a man like Musa Hassan Belete, a thief, a criminal. Oh yes. Or you are not informed that Musa Belete is a criminal? Or you are not informed that Musa Belete cannot go anywhere around FIFA? You are not aware? You are not informed that Musa Belete was charged and sent to court? or you are not informed of that, right? That is the same Musa Belete now from CMC. A offspring of the CDC, CMC. A offspring of a CDC called CMC and CDC. The ANC Orosho Group came from the CDC to form the ANC. Musa Belete, during 2017, he voted for George Manenwia. 2023, he voted for George Manenwia. So now he formed a political party, he named it CMC. What do you think he is? The MPC, Mr. Senior Freeman Party, they call it the MPC. Another sympathizer of the CDC. The ANC came from the CDC. The CMC was somehow connected with the CDC. The MPC have been throughout pledging their loyalty to the CDC. Does that not click? But we get good news for them. We get good news for them. We're having good news for them. Let me play you this. Let me play you this.
A communal win the election. Oh, a communal win the election. Oh, breaking news. A communal win the election. If I win my seat, I will resign. Oh, I'm telling you now. I will not go to the mansion. Oh. I will not go to the capital building.
Thank you.
Read my lip.
It was then the same Musa Hassan Belete who said Mr. Kumi was going to win the elections. When he was running his campaign in Nimba, Musa Belete could not be able to put his own political leader picture behind on his billboard, on his flyers. They gotta think that we are joking. They gotta think that we are joking. They gotta think that we are joking. Power was in your hand. You never managed the power very well. We that know how to manage the power, we are the one now who have the power, and then you come in to counter us. You coming back. You coming back where? You coming back where? Where are you coming back at? Where are you coming back? Anyway. Let me play y'all our vice president.
I'm happy that the president sends me, the president sending me around. And as he send you around, small too, you learn small things too, right? Yeah. The moment get me hard that they are calling back, they cheat. I don't when you're looking at this, you say, okay, when you're looking at this, move it like this, say it like this. Then I come back and make report, right? Yes. And so the president myself worked very well in Nimba.
Before I play your that clip, let me be able to play your this clip.
The vice president is a very fine gentleman that I respect. A citizen, a council of Lima County that I respect. He and I enter the legislature together. And I also recognize and respect the position of a vice president. But when we come to the disco and talking to the public, we got to be realistic. In the first place, in a political party, before emerging to state prominence, there are party manifesto. If you listen to the campaign message of the Unity Party, there were commitment that they were going to improve the educational sector, infrastructure.
Samuel Koga. How many times did I call you? You not see nowhere for you to carry your mouth. That on the vice president. That on the vice president. Samuel Koga see the vice president to be equal. Samuel Koga see the vice president to be his equal. Samuel Koga see the vice president as somebody that he can measure arm with. But I love what the vice president said. I love what the vice president said. I love what the vice president said.
That's why any child Nima who go on the radio and say anything about me, I will not say anything to him. Because there's virtue in silence. Sometimes you go very out of emotion, you talk something. When you leader, you gotta take time to talk because words are bullet. When you speak there, don't come back. And so I can show you the errors. You hear me talking, it means then you're not car. We in a room, and I'm talking in our room. Other than that, they will anybody slam my ears, sir. I will leave it because their job is a package. You see the convoy I can't wait? And the good thing inside. You know the bad thing inside, they will cause you. They will cause your man. They will do. So it's a package. As you enjoying the convoy too, you taking the man too. Everything going together. You got to be managing it.
So you see the vice president. He is someone who is wise. The vice president is someone who understands the Liberian politics. The papa is nurturing his small. The president who was vice president for 12 years. Who is one of the best presidents that Liberia can ever boast of? Who? Is that not Tobo? You know how long William Ara Tobo was vice president for? For 20-some years. When William Ara Tobo, when he became president, what did he do? No! What did he do? William Ara Tobo came from Bento. The capital city of Monserrado. There where William Ara Tobo came from. So you can see this current president who served as vice president for 12 years. You understand all of the touching. You understand all where, when. He is not like some of those footballers. And that is the reason why Jeremiah Pankun, I can beat my chest for him any day. Because he is learning rightly. Because Jerry is learning greatly. Because Jerry had a very good advisor. Because Jerry has a crack team. You think it's a joke for you to serve as a vice president? Maybe I ought to play you some of the clip.
I'm happy that the president sends me, the president sending me around. And as he send you around, small too, you learn small things too, right? Yeah. The moment get me hard that they are calling back, they teach. When you're looking at it, you say, okay, when you're looking at it, move it like this. Say it like this. Then come back and make report, right? Yes. And so, the president myself worked very well in Nimba. Before Senator died, he went across this country. And that's why I believe he's happy in a grave. He said, Nimba, don't vote for me. And you vote for my son to be vice president. If I die, I will die a happy man. Huh? And that's why we must work together. Working together get two ways. Myself got to play my part. And that's why any child Nimba who go on the radio and say anything about me, I will not say anything to him. Because there's virtue in silence. Sometimes you go very out of emotion, you talk something. When you leader, you got to take time to talk because words are bullet. When you speak there, don't come back. And so I can show you the errors. You hear me talking, it means then you're not car. We in a room. And I'm talking in our room. Other than that, anybody slam my ears, sir, I will leave it because their job is a package. You see the convoy I can't wait? And the good thing inside. You know the bad thing inside, they will cause you, they will cause your man, they will do. So it's a package and you enjoying the convoy too, you're taking the man call too, everything going together. You gotta be managing it. Now man who causing you, he want a package too. Huh? You want it, you see, when Madam Taylor was vice president, when President we are president, Madam Sali was president, who knew her in the country? Hey Sali, hey Sali, oh Sali, oh Sali. And she did a thing here on me again. The day I move on, nobody come and again. But why here? They go, they bow, I get all, I carry it with me. The way I will manage it. Other children will see in the future and say, when they got dead, I really meant to it. And so patience is a virtue. As a leader, be slow to speak. People will get angry with you. Some people can yesterday in Martin. The way I'm looking at it, people, some people, you have to put blame on people. And that's why when the superintendent say, I'm a thing, they put the way you're talking, that means can fire you. When the president fires you.
And that is the reason why I admire Jerry so well. For some of you that does not know him, this man came from a very humble beginning. This man, if Jerry sat you down for him to be able to explain his story, you will cry. And seeing him, who he is today, it is just the grace of God. What must we do? Keep your call coming now on 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. That is the number to call, and you'll be live on the Manessa Nabraka Talk Show. That is the number to call, and you'll be live on the Manessa Nabraka Talk Show. You have discussed the CDC, and now it is the time for you to be able to make your input, for you to be able to tell us how you feel, what you think. Because this is an interactive talk show. This is a talk show that should be interactive between me and you and me. It is because of you that I'm here. So keep your call coming now on 215-266-6509. Once more, 215-266-6509. That is the number to call. If you want to call on WhatsApp, the number to call is 215-266-6509. You know, I don't just get it. No one surprised me that Bibra Kabina Janet, a father figure, a mentor for many of the law students. He had to pay his way, fuel his car, for him to be able to go to Grand Jide. If that is not surprising to any of you, it was surprising to me. So, that is all I have to say.
It's Mina Kato Records. I like it.
So you man's away. Manuela Longa to the Tumbe.
Let me recognize Beatrice and Molai. Good evening, good morning, wherever you find yourself.
No say, it was around Koto. Why Missy the man? Why do I go? Louis,
Sunday on the beat.
me a music the boy. So me a rock Koto. Never see a music
Let me recognize me at Sida. Good evening, good morning, wherever you find yourself. I thank you for your beautiful text messages. Let me recognize love to Benjamin. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself. Thank you for that message. Let me recognize Papa Kosibo. Good morning, good evening, wherever you find yourself. Thank you for that message. Let me recognize my friend and brother Tanu Jala. Good evening. Good morning, good evening, wherever you find yourself, my friend.
Long time, so man, another long time. Major player, bigger more player, more king player. So we work.
Let me recognize Clara Way Howard. Good evening, good morning, wherever you find yourself. Thank you for that message.
So well, woman, Jingo, well, DJ Bashege, I'ma see you right there. So some we repeat. Mama, my yeah. That boy utop and make it. Go see what man going. Nobody I man we're going. Yasukwa brother. Mama easy bomenta. Mama will load you. Musa gonna log you. Papane, I don't understand what.
Let me recognize Daba T. Kono. Good morning, wherever you find yourself. This is how we'll let to come to the very, very end of the Maneso Nabraka Talk Show. See you next week when I see you. Bye-bye for now.
So no apwa na ya body do some people